Joining us now in studio is Bradley Doig, Business Development Director at Petmin. Good to have you with us today.
Nice to be back.
Fantastic. Having spoken to Marcus and mentioning hard work, I think the same thing can be applied to Petmin quite clearly. Reading through your numbers, it's strong management controls that have been implemented, which have seen you guys manage to avoid the dip in the commodity prices and the impact thereof.
Yeah, as Marcus is saying, our management team's also got a big stake in the business, so hard work is not a foreign concept to us, and been a lot of grinding out on the cost management side, making sure that we optimize the operations. And I think the cost base has come down quite dramatically over the last 2 years, and we're reaping the benefits of that right now.
How sustainable is that, though, especially if commodity prices remain where they are?
Yeah, look, I mean, I think we're in a unique situation with really good cost control management, coupled with some interesting market developments. You know, on the supply-demand side of our particular niche commodities, we found areas where we can maintain prices, improve prices. So, you know, we're not a massive bulk commodity producer. Anyone, you know, anthracite is not, you know, API 4 steam coal that gets exported for energy purposes. We have a number of niche markets that we play in, and we've been able to sustain good pricing in those markets.
With that view and your fingers in many baskets, does it make it easier for you to see where you can potentially consolidate and maybe let go of certain assets in specific commodities?
No, well, look, we just got the one principal cash producing business, which is our anthracite business. I mean, we've sold off other mines in the past. Right now, we are busy just optimizing our activities at Somkhele, the anthracite mine. And we have our project in Canada, our development project in Canada, and that's the growth that we see Petmin offering to shareholders coming out of that.
Is that the North Atlantic Iron Corporation?
Correct, yeah.
Exactly. Tell us about the growth prospects there as well.
Well, we've been at it for 4 years, and, you know, like we've done with Somkhele, we're pretty much below the radar screen, and hopefully we can deliver the way that we delivered with Somkhele. But we finally selected a site for our first plant there. We're going to be producing a commodity called pig iron, which is essentially a commodity that goes into foundries or steel manufacturing in electric arc furnaces. We're taking advantage of a couple of things in Canada, which is, number one, very, very cheap electricity, excellent logistics channels, fantastic proximity to markets, and wonderful gas prices. So, you know, we're essentially using the low-cost energy environment to produce a commodity at the bottom end of the cost curve.
That's an interesting picture, because it's almost a complete contrast to what we see in SA as well as the rest of the continent. Does that mean that you might shy away from investing a lot more locally?
Well, I think we've pretty much fully invested in Somkhele, and we're now reaping the benefits of that fully capitalized business. I think going forward, our focus is going to lie on development of the NIC project and getting that into production as soon as we can.
Given what's happening in the macroeconomic environment, is this the perfect time to look for acquisitions?
Look, we're pretty cash flush for a small company, and there are a lot of opportunities out there, and I mean, we have a lot of competitors that are struggling on. But I think we are a very conservative bunch. We evaluate things quite carefully, and I think right now cash preservation is a critical part of the next 2 years of our lives, aside from our investments in what we're doing offshore.
And I take it with the Somkhele operations to come closer to home, you're clearly leading the sphere when it comes to BEE and a broad-based empowerment on that regard. Yeah,
we think we've done what we believe is a very good transaction. I mean, the beneficiaries of the trust are the children of the community. So no one individual is benefiting. It's going into proper development projects, which, you know, education and general upliftment of the kids, which I think is somewhat unique in its structure. And yeah, we're looking forward to seeing the benefits of that.
Indeed. We look forward to getting an update from you too, Bradley, and all the best going forward, holding very tightly onto your purse strings, I see.
Absolutely.
That was Bradley Doig, Business Development Director at Petmin, updating us on the firm's numbers.